So this fossil isn't important because it's old. It's important because of what happens when you look inside. Scientists found an 80-million-year-old bird skull, and instead of being crushed flat, it perfectly preserved the shape of the brain. So researchers scanned it and rebuilt the brain in 3D. And what they saw wasn't a dinosaur brain, and it wasn't a modern bird brain. It was something in between. The cerebrum, the region linked to learning and cognition, was super enlarged, but the areas needed for advanced flight control were still underdeveloped, meaning intelligence evolved first, flight came later. Amazingly, this single fossil fills a 70-million-year gap, showing how bird intelligence began taking shape while dinosaurs were still alive. Hey, did you know that when Artemis 2 flies around the moon this week, the crew will see something no human has ever seen before? Apollo astronauts flew super low, just 60 to 100 miles above the surface. They saw the far side of the moon in narrow, little strips, often in weird lighting. But Artemis 2? Their Orion spacecraft is taking a higher, more distant path, swinging about 4,600 miles past the far side. That means, if the timing lines up, Reed, Victor, Jeremy, and Christina could be the first humans ever to see the entire far side of the moon as one big, fully lit disk. The whole mysterious backside, craters, basins, and alien bases in a single, breathtaking view. Can't wait to see what they capture. So I researched why we use apostrophe S to mean ownership so you don't have to. And the results were wild.
What?
1,000 years ago, the possessive for king wasn't kings, it was kinges. That little es meant of the king. Then, over time, French influences ended most of the old grammar rules, and people stopped pronouncing the e in s, so it disappeared. But this led to a problem. King's plural and King's possessive now looked and sounded exactly the same. So, in the mid-1500s, English printers borrowed the apostrophe from French and used it to mark the missing letter, just like we do today in contractions like don't and it.
Can you draw this shape without ever lifting your pen? Probably not, but I'm going to show you how. The trick is to remember that the universe has more than just length and width. It also has height. So first, grab a new page and start with the dot. Then take advantage of that third height dimension by folding one corner of the page back into the dot, and without ever lifting your pen off the page, come up onto the back side of the page, come around this way, come onto the front side of the page, fold the paper flat, and then complete the circle.